getting up nice and early again to start the day. Temperatures are just around freezing right now, so it's pretty cold and everything is still soaking wet. See on the tent wall, just tons of condensation, and tons of condensation on my sleeping bag as well, just from everything's just being soaked outside and then everything being so damp inside the tent that I have. Outside the tent here, the thermometers equalize at about -5 degrees Celsius or just above 20 degrees Fahrenheit. I actually stayed pretty warm last night. I was a little bit worried because everything was wet. Everything still is wet, but I managed to stay warm and comfortable enough that I didn't wake up cold at all last night, down to that really cold temperature. And that feels pretty good. And I'm pretty happy with my setup because of that. I'm gonna be eating on the move again, so starting off with a range bar for breakfast, and then I shove all my snacks into this stretchy side pocket here. I can reach back while hiking, grab these, and yesterday I did not stop once the entire day for lunch or anything because I was able to just easily access all my snacks, and I put my lunch on the other side in the other stretchy pocket. Managed to get a nice early start in, but we're starting the day with some pretty big elevation gain to get up into Tumbling Pass. But hopefully with these clear skies, we get some really nice views. Today is a big day for elevation. Gonna be crossing over 4 passes, making our way up to Tumbling Pass right now with these awesome mountains behind me. And yeah, gonna be the most elevation out of any day on trail. So elevation kicks my butt. And Steph reminded me that today is the last day on trail where I'm hiking as a 34-year-old. So I'm gonna channel my inner young man energy and get it done, because we all know at 35, your body starts falling apart. Not only is tomorrow my birthday, but it's also the 19th day on trail. So hitting that halfway point, I'll also have ticked over the halfway point from a mileage standpoint. And then Steph is gonna be picking me up in the town of Field in order to start a 0 day where I'm gonna have a hot shower and a beer, thanks to a bunch of you who contributed during my live stream. So thanks for that, guys. Definitely gonna be putting that to use. Coming down off of Tumbling Pass. And today, like yesterday, is a day that I had in my mind when I was training. If I'm Rocky Balboa, then today is my big angry Russian that I've been trained to fight. And hopefully I can come out with the win. She's a good girl, loves her mama, loves Jesus, and America too. She's a good girl, crazy about Elvis, loves horses, and her boyfriend too. And I'm free falling, yeah. Woo! So we're gonna be following this down, and then there's the highway down there. And then the Rockwall trail starts. You can kind of actually see the trail going up through that burned area, up through those trees. And then we hit the legendary Flo Lake. So we came down from Tumbling Pass up there through that valley. Now we're gonna head up this valley to Flo Lake. Rockwall Trail is 50 kilometers long and one of the top backpacking trips in Canada, if not the world. And that's due to several iconic spots, including Flo Lake that we're gonna hit in 10 kilometers here, and Numa Pass, the Rockwall, which the trail is named after, and then Helmet Falls. But those are just the hot spots. The entire trail is littered with views. I did this trail last summer and it's awesome. This is where the steep part is up to Flo Lake. Switchbacks all through there. to gain the lake. Made it to the beautiful Flo Lake. Definitely gonna take a little break here, maybe go for a swim. As big of a day as today is, I'm really glad that I took the time to go for a swim, sit around and eat lunch in my underwear, because these are the moments that are awesome and the treasures of the trail. That was really nice. Flo Lake is one of my favorite places. We're halfway done kilometers, but not nearly halfway done elevation yet. And we're heading up to Numa Pass. Flo Lake gets me every time. I'm super happy that all my gear is now dry. Yesterday was just tough because all my gear was wet, and then there's the looming danger of cold, whereas today's the opposite. All my gear is dry, it's sunny and warm, and because of that, my mindset's just completely different. I feel like $1,000,000. Today's still a tough day, maybe even a tougher day once things all shake out, but yeah, I just feel a lot better. Made it up onto Numa Pass, getting some really nice views. Ran into some trail runners. Yeah, we're gonna get some really good views over all these passes, that's for sure. So you can just see the Rockwall, just the edge of it right there. That's something that we're gonna be seeing tomorrow during part 2 of the Rockwall Trail. We just finished off with Numa Pass, so just 2 more passes to go. Tumbling Pass and then Wolverine Pass. So down here is the Numa Creek drainage, and then I have to go up here to get to Tumbling Pass. I came down that when I did Rockwall, I did in the reverse direction, and I am not looking forward to that. That is gonna be a very brutal climb. I love waterfalls. They're pretty great. I'm not moving very fast because I keep getting distracted by blueberries. Something that's awesome about the Rockwall Trail being so popular is that I'm walking through tons of berry bushes, just heaps of them. And because there's dozens of people that walk the trail every single day, the bears have all been scared away. So I don't have to worry about them quite as much. Coming out of the Numa Creek drainage and basically heading up some really steep trail that, if I remember correctly, is really growing in with shrubbery. This is the part of the day that I've been dreading the most. Crashing through these shrubs up the hill and then having to gain that really steep elevation there. Yeah, not looking forward to this. So I made it onto Numa Pass in this little meadow that marks it, but I still gotta go gain that little shoulder over there before I can start dropping elevation down into Tumbling Creek, and then start gaining elevation almost right away up into Wolverine Pass.
That elevation gain up to Numa Pass was a right hook that connected. My hips hurt, my knees hurt, and my feet hurt. And I still got a lot of elevation to go. Ooh, tough day. Oops, that was actually Tumbling Pass that we just gained that punched me in the face. Pretty epic glaciers. There's not many places in the world where you could see glaciers like this. Pretty cool, that's for sure. It's not just that little finger that's coming down. Even though it's dirty, that's all ice on the floor there. The plan from here is to drop down into this valley down here and then gain that next pass, and then Wolverine Pass will be up on our left. Just coming into Tumbling Creek campground. Really tempted to stay here the night, but I'm gonna push on, prove to myself that I can do it, and prove that even someone in their mid-30s almost can do it. Made it to Wolverine Pass. Nice views on the park side. Let's go see what British Columbia has to offer. Some pretty nice views heading into British Columbia, but I'm going to just set up there. I saw a nice flat spot that looked like a ton of people had camped at before, just over the border, so that's where I'm gonna go set up and spend the night. So this is where we're gonna be spending the night tonight. I am tired, I am beat up, but I'm super happy and I'm super proud. Like yesterday with the 50-kilometer days, the most kilometers out of any day of the trip, and then today with the most elevation gain. These are the 2 days that I was looking at when I was training. These are the days that were circled on my planning sheet that were like, if you can accomplish and successfully complete these 2 days, then you can look at every other day with confidence. Because yeah, these days were tough. Especially yesterday, just with the weather. And yeah, I'm just really proud of myself, super happy. Yeah, this is awesome. Woo! And tomorrow we got part 2 of the Rockwall. So really excited for that. Another beautiful time. And then I get to see Steph tomorrow night and sleep in a bed. It's gonna be my birthday. Just, yeah. Oh, it'll be nice to just cap off the week with a beer and a cuddle.